Now, one of the main important things is the fact that we're going to be running stage 2 E85 like power, but every day on normal pump fuel. Many people say, why do you bother going with a TTE hybrid turbo when you can get the same performance just using stage 2 ethanol? But the issue is, here in Qatar, we don't have E85 on the pump. We can't go to the petrol station, just fill it up. We've got to buy it in form of the race fuel. And it's too expensive, and you can't run it daily unless you've got very deep pockets. So if you want the power from E85 on a stage 2 using 95, you've got to go with a hybrid turbo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very easy on the engine, very easy on the turbo. And you can piss up some guys. Look, I'm running your E85 power without E85.
Yeah.
Because running ethanol on its own is a big cheat to some people. It's like running nitrous in the 90s, in the Fast and Furious days.
Yeah.
So having all this power with pump fuel filled up in Waqood is crazy. It's like having supercar power, because supercar guys do not fill it with ethanol, right?
Yeah.
You just fill up with Waqood, maybe some octane.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a true supercar after this.
Yeah, so you're investing the initial cost of the turbo, but in the long run you're actually saving money because you're not having to use ethanol. And just so you realise, the petrol here is so cheap. Filling this car up cost me 52 riyal. So if you're in the UK, that's like 10 quid, guys, 10 quid, and you can be running close to 600 horsepower on a daily driver. This is why these turbos are game changers, man.
So it mentions all the steps, it mentions your torque specification sequence, so the exhaust manifold bolts nuts have to go in a specific order, specific torque and everything. So everything is here, and we're going to follow exactly that. No cutting corners, nothing. It's gonna be exactly done the same way as Audi Germany would do it.
Yep, so we're following everything by the book. So whilst we're walking around, I'll do a quick update on what we've had done on the car. Front lip added, that's a Horsch design carbon fibre front lip. Carbon addiction rear whale tail spoiler, which just looks wicked. ABT RS3 little rear diffuser, and we also put the same one on the front, so that's that little guy there, and we removed the RS3 badges from the front. We got these beautiful wheels. These are the BC forged RZ61s, if I'm not mistaken. They are a forged monoblock wheel, and that's in dark brushed black. We've got the Pilot Sport 4S's on the wheel, obviously. The Carbotech 1521s on the front. Stock Brembos on the rear because they were a bit low.
So this is the turbo inlet adapter. It all goes between the turbo inlet and the turbo itself. So this is the diameter of the inlet of this factory turbo, and this is the diameter of the TTE700. Look at the difference. Perfect on there. And this just rules the stock one.
Yeah.
Okay, what we've done so far, we removed the coolant in, coolant out, line in, line out, all the coolant in. We removed the turbo inlet. That's it, all the heat shields, everything is removed, all the connectors. All we have to do now is just remove these 5 nuts, hold the exhaust manifold of the turbocharger to the block. Once we remove this, we should be able to wiggle the turbo out and just pull it from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A bit under there. That's it. Here we go. That's the old turbo. That's the new one.
That's the coolant feed, that's the coolant return. And we're gonna move them. New gaskets, everything, new O-rings. And the other lines are under the car. And then we have this line here that we're gonna connect later. Actually, it goes in, and that's the oil. So the keys that you want to put it in the exact same orientation.
So that's the old gasket for the manifold, and now we've got the new gasket, making sure that we replace the old one with the new one, because that's what you do when you're doing a proper job.
Yes, you remove it. So number 1. Look at the top. It's probably
gasket.
Yeah, that's your oil return. Don't replace the gasket. And then, you know, after removing it, that's it. So we're good to go. Have a bit more space now. Now the main thing that has to go in fast is this wastegate. That's it. That's it.
Space is clearance in there.
Yeah, here you need to pull it that
Push
way.
it across and then drop it down.
Wastegate goes in first, and then you need to go this way first, and then you just slide it.
Yeah. Space is clearance in there.
Yeah, here you need to pull it that
Push
way.
it across and then drop it down.
Wastegate goes in first, and then you need to go this way first, and then you just slide it.
Yeah. And now that's sat on the bolts, nice.
Let me make sure all the lines are in the right orientation before we pull them. So the turbo is not gonna go anywhere at this point. That's it. Now, time for the box fix. Okay. 1 to 6. 15. So this is first stage. See that one next to it? So many stickers.